Chapter 1. Kailasa Temple, India. Step into Kailasa, and it feels like walking inside a sculptor's impossible dream. Every wall, every courtyard, every gallery, carved directly from the basalt of the mountain itself. No blocks were stacked. The builders cut down through the rock, removing everything that wasn't the temple until only their vision remained. It's estimated that more than 200,000 tons of rock were excavated to create this single structure. That's not just a feat of devotion, it's a feat of logistics, coordination, and precision. One wrong strike in this subtractive process would be permanent. And yet the lines are perfect, the levels are flawless, bridges span open courtyards, towers rise out of the living rock. Legends say the temple was built in a single night by divine hands. Historians tell a story of generations of planning and labour. But the truth still sits in the shadows. How was something so enormous, so intricate, carved with such accuracy over 1,000 years ago? Walk beneath Kailasa's galleries, and you don't just feel the weight of stone, you feel the weight of mystery. Chapter 2. The 9 Unknown Men, India. In the 3rd century BCE, Emperor Ashoka of the Amur-Ian Empire was horrified by the bloodshed of war. He abandoned conquest and embraced peace. But according to legend, he also founded a secret society, the 9 Unknown Men. 9 scholars were chosen, each entrusted with a book of knowledge too dangerous for the world at large. These volumes supposedly contained everything from advanced psychological warfare to alchemy, from gravity manipulation to technologies far ahead of their time. Their role? To guard this knowledge, to study it, and to ensure it never fell into the wrong hands. The legend persisted through centuries, whispered across continents. Even Louis P. O.W. Oules and Z'Ak Bergi referenced it in their 1960 book The Morning of the Magicians, claiming these 9 were real guardians of forbidden science. Whether fact or myth, the story endures because it speaks to something universal. That line between curiosity and catastrophe. Somewhere between history and legend, 9 minds may have quietly shaped human destiny. Chapter 3. The Terracotta Army and Qin Shi Huang's Sealed Tomb, China. They stand in silence. Thousands of life-size soldiers, each face unique, each figure detailed down to armor plates, top knots, and the faint traces of once vibrant paint. This is the Terracotta Army, the eternal guard of China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang. Discovered by farmers in 1974, the army guards a vast underground mausoleum complex. But what truly haunts archaeologists isn't the soldiers. It's what lies beyond them. A burial mound remains unopened to this day. Ancient chronicles describe a chamber with rivers of mercury flowing through it and a ceiling painted with the stars. Crossbows were allegedly rigged to fire automatically at intruders. Modern soil tests have indeed found abnormally high levels of mercury near the tomb. The stories may not be mere legend, but the tomb stays sealed, not out of superstition, out of caution. The pigments on the warriors themselves disintegrated when exposed to air. What waits inside may be impossible to preserve once breached. For now, the emperor sleeps. The army keeps its silent watch, and the greatest secret of Qin remains buried. Chapter 4. Sanxingdui, China. In 1986, construction workers digging in Sichuan province stumbled upon something that would rewrite Chinese history. Beneath the soil lay a buried civilization that didn't look like anything known from the ancient Chinese dynasties. They found masks with wide, almond-shaped eyes and exaggerated features cast in bronze with remarkable skill. There were towering bronze trees, intricate artifacts, gold masks, elephant tusks, and jade. This was Sanxingdui, a mysterious culture that flourished over 3,000 years ago, completely unknown until the 20th century. The craftsmanship was sophisticated, but the style was unlike anything in the known Chinese record. These weren't just offerings tossed away. These objects were carefully buried in sacrificial pits, as if the civilization was communicating with something deeper, something beyond. Who were the Sanxingdui people? Why did their culture suddenly vanish? And how did their metallurgy and artistic techniques reach such heights, seemingly disconnected from their neighbours? Their artifacts speak with confidence, but their voices have been lost. Sanxingdui remains one of archaeology's greatest enigmas, a civilization that appeared, flourished, and then disappeared, leaving behind only bronze faces staring back at us. Chapter 5. Baalbek Megaliths, Lebanon. In the Bekaa Valley of Lebanon stands Baalbek, home to some of the most massive stone blocks ever quarried and moved by human hands. At the base of the Temple of Jupiter are 3 colossal stones known as the Trilithon, each weighing around 800 tons. Nearby, in the quarry, lies the unfinished Stone of the Pregnant Woman, estimated at over 1,000 tons. How these megaliths were cut, transported and set so precisely remains a puzzle. The Romans later built on top of this foundation, but many researchers believe the core platform predates Roman construction entirely. No ancient text records the methods used to move stones of this size. Modern engineers can speculate about rollers, ramps, and manpower, but the sheer scale is staggering even by today's standards. Stand beside these blocks and you feel the weight not just of stone, but of ambition, the will of an ancient people to reshape the earth itself. Chapter 6. Nazca Lines, Peru. Across the arid plains of southern Peru lies one of the world's strangest canvases, the Nazca Lines. Over 800 straight lines, 300 geometric figures and 70 animal and plant designs are etched into the desert floor, some spanning hundreds of meters. From ground level, the lines are barely visible, but from above they form intricate images. Hummingbirds, monkeys, spiders, and other shapes. These geoglyphs were created by removing the reddish surface stones to reveal lighter soil beneath, their designs preserved by the region's dry, windless climate. The purpose of the Nazca lines remains debated. Some suggest astronomical alignments. Others think they were ceremonial pathways, or messages meant for the gods above. Whatever their intent, the Nazca people built something so vast that only the sky could truly see it. These aren't random doodles. They were planned, maintained, and revered. A quiet dialogue between earth and sky that still leaves us guessing. Chapter 7. Derinkuyu underground city, Türkiye. Deep beneath the soft volcanic rock of Cappadocia lies Derinkuyu, a sprawling underground city capable of housing thousands of people. Discovered by chance in 1963, when a resident knocked through a wall in his basement, Derinkuyu descends through multiple levels: kitchens, living quarters, wells, ventilation shafts, even a church. Massive circular stone doors could be rolled across passageways to seal sections off, protecting those inside from invaders. Air shafts provided fresh air deep underground, allowing communities to survive for extended periods. While it's believed the first tunnels were dug by the Frije Huns around the 8th century BCE, they were expanded over time, particularly during the Byzantine era, when Christians sought refuge from raids. The sheer scale of Derinkuyu is astonishing, a subterranean refuge carved with intelligence and care. Walking through its narrow corridors today, you can almost hear the echoes of a society that turned the earth itself into its fortress. Chapter 8. Puma, Punku, Bolivia. High in the Bolivian Altiplano, near the ancient city of Tiwanaku, lies Puma, Punku, a site that has baffled researchers for decades. Scattered across the plateau are massive site blocks, some weighing up to 130 tons, cut with a precision that seems almost industrial. Many of these stones feature intricate H-shaped cuts, perfectly aligned right angles, and channels carved with millimetre accuracy. This wasn't random chiselling, this was planned construction. The stones were quarried miles away, yet somehow transported and placed at the site with extreme precision. The Tiwanaku civilization flourished between 500 and 1000 CE, long before modern tools or machinery existed. How did they achieve this? Theories abound, from clever stoneworking techniques using abrasives and templates to more exotic speculations. But the real mystery lies in the method, not the myth. Puma Pun. Ku shows a mastery of geometry and engineering that still commands respect today. Chapter 9. Sacsayhuamán, Peru. Above the city of Cusco stands Sacsayhuamán, a massive Inca fortress that looks like it was assembled by giants. Huge limestone blocks, some weighing over 100 tons, are cut and fitted together with such precision that not even a blade of grass can slide between them. No mortar was used. Each block is uniquely shaped, yet together they interlock like puzzle pieces, forming walls that zigzag in dramatic patterns. The Incas built this structure in an earthquake-prone region. And centuries later, those walls still stand firm. How they transported and placed such massive stones using only human labour remains debated. But it's clear that their understanding of stone, structure, and seismic resistance was extraordinary. Sacsayhuamán isn't just impressive for its size. It's a silent testament to skill, organisation, and architectural genius. Chapter 10. Yonaguni Monument, Japan. Off the coast of Yonaguni, Japan, beneath clear blue waters, lies a massive underwater structure that has sparked fierce debate. Divers discovered it in the 1980s. Terraces, platforms, steps, and edges that appear almost architectural. Some researchers believe it's a natural geological formation, the result of fracturing sandstone over millennia. Others are convinced it's a man-made monument, perhaps from a civilization lost to rising seas at the end of the last ice age. The structure is enormous, about 75 meters long and up to 25 meters deep. Sharp angles and clean lines give it a deliberate look. But nature can be surprisingly geometric, and the ocean doesn't give up its answers easily. Whether natural or engineered, Yonaguni stands as a haunting reminder of how much remains hidden just out of sight beneath the surface of our world. Mysteriousness Channel. This is the Mysteriousness Channel. If you enjoy diving into mysteries like these, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and share this video with someone who loves the unknown. There's a lot more waiting to be uncovered, and we're just getting started.